Hey YouTube family, it's Daughter of the Most High. Hope you're having a good weekend so far. I want to share a video that a friend sent to me today, and I want to share it with you, and it's from the channel A Minute to Midnight. And the video is 5.5 minutes long, and it's titled, Who Will Control You for Your Own Good? Who being WHO, World Health Organization. Who will control you for your own good? Bombshell warning. On June 5th, 2023, the Director General of the United Nations, WHO, made a bombshell announcement that should have everyone who loves freedom or who follows Bible prophecy concerned. This is a giant step toward Orwellian global superstate. That's what the gentleman from A Minute to Midnight posted beneath the video. So it is alarming. We all know what's going on and what's going to happen, but when we hear information like this moving closer and in our face, it is time to prepare. Take this next year and a half to prepare. I know there's things coming down the pike in 2025. I did share a video about they're going to release another plandemic, another virus or something, I'm not sure, to reduce the population. We know that that's happening. We know about the food and potential famine that's coming. We know about possible attacks on our nation, and we know what the wealthy elites are doing behind the scenes in their plans for the New World Order takeover. So there's lots happening, and what the thing that we can do now, and we can prepare in various ways, and whatever the Lord has for you to do, please do. Some of it's not easy, maybe moving from the location you live in, or buying extra blankets and pillows and canned food and all that kind of stuff. And then if you don't have a big house, I don't have a big house, I don't have places to put all that stuff. So for me, it's more clutter. And that may sound trivial, but it is difficult. I've done it a few times. I've shared about that. And but it's time to do that. Maybe buy some, sweat outfits, meaning the comfortable sweatpants and hoodies or sweatshirts, just so that you have some extra comfy clothes. Some people do keep a bag packed. Some people have bought tents and various camping type things, so that if, and they have them stashed somewhere, if they do in fact have time, depending on how things go, if they do have time to get that, and get those items. And like I've said before, if something happens to me, then whatever items I have, they can be available to someone else that maybe is still alive or injured minorly and is able to stay alive and function. They can find the things that other people have hidden and stashed and prepared, and that's a good thing too. And that will happen. So for some people. And so also, that's the physical type prep. And then of course getting your heart right with the Lord, getting the sin out of your life. If you do have sin in your life, the sin in your life brings darkness to your heart and to your mind, and you want to get rid of that. You want to be able to hear from God, and to know and know His voice and follow the leading, and to be able to read the signs of the times. And the enemy is working overtime on mind control, which we know because he's poisoning the food, he's poisoning the air, he's poisoning people through the agenda of the last couple of years. There's poisoning going on, so there's that, and that affects us physically, let alone the darkness. If we do in fact either partake of worldly things like music, movies, and just certain worldly things, that's going to darken us. And also if we have sin, other sin in our life. So that's our goal for this time, is to, really get before the Lord and be willing to lay down. What we're doing is laying down the things of the world so that we can pick up the things of God. And so many times we've cluttered our life and our mind with the things of the world and the wrong people in the world. You want to get around Christians that know what's going on, and they keep you fresh and knowledgeable in the things that are occurring. And they remind you, please know, a person can become complacent very, very quickly. And I work in the recovery community, I work in treatment. And complacency is a factor for people in recovery. Now, again, mine is the recovery. These clients are substance abuse, but it could be eating disorder, it could be trauma, it could be whatever somebody is recovering from. Complacency sets in so quickly, and that's why there's typically AA or other type recovery meetings an hour, on the hour-long meetings throughout the day, even late in the day, earlier in the day. I mean, very early, for whatever schedule a person has. And they know that they need to go sit in a meeting daily. And if they're Christian, go to church, when they can. If they're, if they have a good church, they have to feed themselves. They read the AA Big Book. They will talk to their sponsor. What they're doing is sowing seeds into their life that, are going to help them to maintain their sobriety. We have to do the same thing with what's going on. If you are someone that actually does fall back and becomes too comfortable not paying attention to what's going on, you don't want to do that. Is this exhausting at times? Yes. I think any of us that have been following it consistently for years now, and listening to various videos and teachings and readings and talking to people, it does get tiring. We're all humans, and we like to have a balanced intake, and knowing what's going on, and paying attention to things like the video I'm going to share here, or having a conversation about it, that type of thing. Sometimes you feel like you've always, you're carrying a weight around in your soul, and it does get heavy. This type of content is heavy, but the fact is don't let yourself slip back, because if you slip back, you get too comfortable and you start to think the world's much more normal than it really is. So that's my encouragement for you today. Please watch this video. Please stay connected with people. Don't let yourself slide back into complacency. Be strong in the Lord. Be strong in watching at least a few things every day. Like this is a 5.5-minute video. Others are like half an hour, 45 minutes long. It depends on your day and what you have time for, but you want to have a steady intake of what's going on so that you can prep. And then you also want to make sure that you are walking with the Lord and growing in Him and with fellow believers. So that's what I have for you today, fam. I will see you soon. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.